So I'm Luke, I'm the CEO and founder here at iAM Compliant, and we decided to get some workshops set up with the Railwaymen because we were advised with them to begin with, but additionally, I think the previous way that we built our system before was based around giving a sort of a user journey to the developers, and then they built out a framework and a wireframe, and we just took it, just like to explore a different route of how to develop the software, and it was suggested by the Railwaymen that we should try workshops to be able to get the best out of it, and I think it's worked out really, really well. Very impressed with what we've had so far.
Yeah, and we also, so I'm Laura, I'm product owner, product manager for iAM, and we have quite a small internal team, so it's been really great to have a supplementary support from the guys at Railwaymen, just so we can have more capacity to build more features, and yeah, there's been this great opportunity for the workshops where we can collaborate a bit more together, because we obviously know a lot more about how our system works and our users than the guys at Railwaymen, but they also have the technical expertise to put that in action. So,
agreed.
Best of both worlds. What we wanted to achieve today was to scope out the next stage of development for one of our big features, which is a learning management system. We'd already discussed previously, earlier this year, some work, so this is like the next phase of development. So there were lots of things in the backlog, and we just needed to prioritise them and then get down into the kind of detail of what actually needs to be done and how, and yeah, I think we've achieved that.
And I think that's what a workshop does as well. Doing a workshop with this means that you can actually get down to the nitty gritty and assess what is high on the priority versus what can actually be weighted or left to wait until a little bit further down the pecking order, really. So it was really productive in the sense that we actually were able to talk about these things generally and all the different avenues in which they might take us off in different pathways if we were to explore one particular route versus another. So that's the benefit of a pathway of a workshop as well, I think. So from my perspective, the most valuable part of having a workshop was the fact that you could discuss absolutely everything and go off and down one rabbit hole and unearth other areas of the system that you might not have even thought about had you have just gone away and built a wireframe. So I think that's probably one of the most important parts of having a workshop, the way that we've had it over the last 2 days, is the fact that it just gives you a lot more scope to explore. What do you think? Agreed?
Agreed, but in the workshop, particularly with it being in person, is just the visualization of the to-do list and like sorting the backlog into priority 1, 2, 3, etc. And then being able to move those around as and when different issues come up, and then being able to, as Luke said, to have that discussion to work out what's the best thing to start with and why, and then on top of that also having input from the technical guys about how long or how arduous certain parts would be, and how that can then affect what things should be prioritised first.
I also think one of the other things, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this, but the the ability to have it face to face is critical. So you could do workshops online, you could do workshops over the web, but I think actually having the Railwaymen in the office with you, and me going to the Railwaymen office in Krakow, I think that's a major part of it. I don't personally think you can get as much out of these sessions if they are online versus if they are face to face. So from my perspective, will I do this again? Absolutely. This is the second one I've done, so I would be contradicting myself if I said anything less. I do think there are other. We have discussed. Well, the good thing about these workshops is that you don't go into too much detail with the stuff that is further on down the line. So one of the projects we're talking about further on down the line has been shelved, and in the future, when we come to actually do it, this is certainly one avenue that we will be going down to explore. It's having a workshop with the Railwaymen to discuss how that is going to be implemented and built. So it's definitely something we would do again. Yes, 100%.
Cool, thank you.
Yes, next time I look forward to my extra opponent.
Yes.
Yeah, you're invited, definitely.
Yes.